Hello, and welcome everyone to the latest edition of RazörFist Arcade Live! A very, 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 very special edition, wherein we shall be playing a game by basically Looking Glass Reborn, Otherside Entertainment, which is, you know, basically a crowdfunded Kickstarter studio that is, used to be Looking Glass Studios. For those who are not aware, Looking Glass Studios, famed developer of Ultima Underworld, System Shock, my beloved Thief series. It goes on and on. Oh shit, Nightwish fan 1991 donated $10 and said, got to play the Battletech beta at Gen Con. Was fun even though I got my ass stomped into oblivion. That's pretty much, that seems to be the way that Battletech has been working. I either completely blow out the AI or I get my ass reamed. Oh, by the way, before the stream, Demon Flesh Spawn donated £5 and said, Hey Razor, just wanted to ask, which instrument did you play when you were in a band, and any tips for learning electric guitar? That's how I assume he sounds.
Oh.
While wearing a top hat and monocle.
Right, because he's from Britain. Okay, yeah.
I play guitar incredibly badly. Please don't take tips from me. That's my answer to that question. So, Godspeed on that one, everyone. All right, folks. Without further delay, we had some slight frame rate issue hang-ups. So before we do that here... Oh dear. Well, okay, whatever. We're fine. We're fine. We're gonna go ahead and start the game up. It gave us some slight frame rate dips in places. Really, guys, that's just down to the game. This is a pre-alpha, folks. This is not even a beta. This is, you know, each one of these, I'll explain once we start here. But, you know, basically each one of these demos that they've been putting out exclusively for the backers of this game, each one spotlights, instead of being a demo that's like a game, like a level in the game or something, they're actually doing like individual modules that spotlight one specific aspect of play. So like the last one was mostly focusing on magic. This one is focusing on the abilities, the special abilities that you have, and they've finally added stealth. Which means, basically, folks, if you're a Thief fan, this is as close as we've gotten to Thief the Dark Project in, like, the last 17 years. Definitely a lot more like Thief than Thief was.
Before we begin, Tawheed Epps donates $2. He says, Movie Bob is going apeshit over our Pio.
He should.
Comedy gold. How do I open Twitter on this thing?
My favorite thing about that is, this motherfucker's in Boston. What does he know about Arizona politics or our sheriff or the fucking case in general? He knows what he was told by NPR. So if you're out there, movie knob, fuck you. Fuck you, pal. Look into the details of the case and tell me that was due process. Tell me denying the guy a fucking jury trial. And if the case was so strong, here's a fucking question. They were trying him on a felony. If the ACLU, as the Justice Department, the massively corrupt Obama Justice Department alleges, had all of this felony evidence against Joe Arpaio, then why did they wind up convicting him on a misdemeanor? Contempt of court. If they really had that strong of a fucking case, what's the deal? I'll tell you what the deal is. They didn't have a case, and they wanted him to lose his seat. Period. They wanted him to lose his office. It was about him being ousted from the sheriff position, and nothing else.
See, you gotta understand, he doesn't care about any of that.
He doesn't.
Arpaio stood against what he believed, so he had to go by any means necessary.
Yeah, and
even all the underhanded shit.
And the hilarious part is, he didn't even originally believe in it. He was a reluctant emissary of the pro-immigration enforcement side of the argument. So here we go. The Challenge of Ishtas. Unir Markal, Nexus of Trade and Intrigue. The lizard men allow non-entry save the able. Prove yourself in the skill shrine. Your goal, collect the silver sapling. How to procure it is up to you. The lizard men will attempt to stop you. Expect to be rendered unconscious. Multiple times. Okay. Create your own... I've heard there's a slight Dark Souls element to this. Create your own solution. Experiment, combine spells and skills to fashion useful objects out of everyday items. Fight, bait, or avoid deadly creatures. The options are endless. The choice is yours. All right.
J. Caesar donated $2. Godspeed, RazörFist. Have fun.
Yeah. I've been waiting for this game for a very long time. If you watched my top 5 anticipated games of 2017, which, by the way, was not saying any of the games would come out in 2017. People seem a little confused by that.
The Stygian Abyss.
Ah.
To survive, you must be clever, capable, creative.
Just gonna turn that down a smidge. As much as we love Stephen Russell's voice, that is, of course, the voice of Garrett from Thief. And by the way,
good Thief.
By the way, the graphics are turned down all the way here, just for ease of stream, and it still looks gorgeous. It's pretty fucking stupid. It's a pretty badly optimized game, because it's not only running in Unity, it's a pre-alpha, so...
You near Mark Hall, nexus of trade and intrigue. The lizard men allow none entry save the able. Prove yourself in the skill shrine. Choose a skill set.
Now, this is not the way leveling up is going to work in the game. This is not the way you're going to get these abilities now. This is a demo. So you're literally going to pick up these orbs and have these skills immediately. In the actual game, the leveling up, I imagine, is going to work more like in Ultima Underworld, which is basically like Elder Scrolls, where you level up the skills by using them. So, what else am I going to pick but a longbow? I mean, come on, folks.
The Austrian donates $10. Thank you very much, sir. Very generous.
Thank you.
I hate Patreon, so enjoy the money, my man. You earn every dollar. Also, how psyched are you about Trump pardoning Arpaio?
Well, we just explained that. Oh my goodness, folks. There they are. It really is Thief Reborn. We have water arrows, folks. But, yeah. The entire case was a complete freaking farce. Always was. Stealth sight. Yes, if you crouch, you have a visibility meter, a la Skyrim, I suppose. It's a little Skyrim-ish. Let's see here. You have to keep in mind, this is an RPG. It's not Thief specifically, or else you'd have a light gem. Heave or haste? I think I'm going with haste. Block swords, launch off walls, or wall
run. Wow.
I think I'm going to give you guys the choice. Actually, you know what? There's more choices here. We have some magic stuff over here, although I'm not a magic guy. Mage Sight. Reveal recharging streams of mana.
Corey Bristol donates $5. Thank you very much. RazörFist, what are your thoughts on Dritz du Urden? Also, love you and your videos. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Oh, Drizzt. This is the Dark Elf saga, Forgotten Realms.
Oh.
Kind of an Elric clone, a little bit, but a fun enough saga. Some of the comics are okay. I read some of the Forgotten Realms comics. Go ahead and make your choice, guys. We're just gonna take a poll of all you guys. What do you want me to pick here? Wall run, wall jump, or parry?
Also, we've got a few donations to go through here. Ultraman ZX donates $5. Thank you very much. Would you build your character to be more like Garrett, Elric, or the Shadow?
Garrett. God damn it. You know it's Garrett.
Testicular Tactics donates $2. What would Goldwater have done about Vietnam?
I think he would have actually completed it instead of pulling out. I've long suspected that. And you know what? He would have been in the right, because history has proven... Hey guys, taking a look at North Korea recently? How'd it work just pulling out of there without a long-term fucking strategy? How did that work?
Nightwish fan donated...
Oh shit, we have a longsword here too.
Now go.
Yeah, that was your 7.
Oh, I'm sorry guys.
Give care.
See...
Your survival is not a foregone conclusion.
Now, this is where we lost some frame rate, so I apologize if we do. It's probably because of all the objects.
That was my problem with the wording there. It said choose 7 skills and objects or weapons, right?
Whoops.
I didn't realize it meant like together. I thought it meant separately. Nightwish fan donated $10 again. Thank you very much.
Godspeed, sir.
Care to explain how bad the Black Dahlia movie was and how it was your go-to example of Scarlett Johansson being bad?
Oh,
Silver sapling.
I didn't even know the movie existed before you talked about it.
You didn't know Josh Hartnett and Scarlett Johansson.
No. He's saying that. I knew it.
And a completely wasted performance from Aaron Eckhart. Basically, she's supposed to be a femme fatale. Here's the problem. In order to be a femme fatale, you have to express any kind of emotion whatsoever. By the way, I should mention here as we look at this, the art design in this game is done by Nate Wells of BioShock fame. He actually has joined Otherside Entertainment. Which is crazy. Not only is it Looking Glass Studios, we got guys now who have gone on to do incredible projects. Now this is, folks, this is a glue ball, and it is exactly what you think it is.
It's nice that they don't tell you about it, but they show you with the base.
And it has all kinds of applications, actually, even though it's just fun to use. So you throw it there. Whoops! Threw that a little hard, didn't I?
Close enough.
Let's see what'll happen if I... Or can you only use it once? Oh, that is amazing! And yes, you can absolutely use that to walk on, to climb up to heights.
Oops.
I love it! This game is brilliant! And it's not even a game yet!
The Real 10 Man donates 10 Aussie dollars.
Thank you, sir.
Just needed to give you some money for being awesome.
Engage or outwit the skill shrine's
Garrett's
guardians. Lizard men, perceptive opponents, skilled in combat and magic. A mind crippler, potentially exploitable.
Oh, is that what that brain slug is?
It's in a cage.
Well, oh, look at that. Ladies, gentlemen, tri-dick, triceratrannies, welcome to Underworld. Brace for latex-bedecked waifish vampires having belly-button sex under a blue camera filter. If you got that reference, you're probably a fucking loser like me.
He continues to say, keep staying awesome. Please spend these humble dollary dues on something oversized and poisonous. Like a feminist talking point.
Oh my. Or like a feminist herself. Oh my
And for the record, everyone was going for either wall run or wall jump.
Okay, well shit, we fucked him over on accident. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. At least nobody donated to make that choice.
Josh Doak donated $5 to make that choice.
Oh, shit.
I'm kidding. I'm
You
kidding.
son of a bitch.
Josh Doak donated $5 in Monopoly money.
Godspeed.
What percent does YouTube take from Super Chat?
I have no idea.
That's a really good question.
We only just started using Super Chats, so, you know, no fucking idea. But it's a nice way to be able to, you know, stay afloat without going the Patreon route. And yes, this is cool. This is a cool element. You can actually move these boards and create your own bridges if you are strong enough. You can, like I said, there's full physics simulation in this game. So like right there, I could grab this, take it over there, and create my own bridge and have a completely different pathway there. But I'm a stealthy character, so I'm kind of weak. So I can't really do that.
Rybrent Man for the win donated $2. Thank you.
Yeah. Ever
Think of a Rageaholic Cinema? And I lost it. Fuck. It just resets on its own. Ever think of Rageaholic Cinema on
Do a barrel roll! Sorry.
on some noir films?
I'm going to be rolling out... Oh my. We are doing some actual stealth now. I'm going to be rolling out a dedicated film noir series. It's not going to be Rageaholic Cinema. It's not going to be in my usual style. It's going to be more like video essays. Not really particularly humorous. Not that it's not going to have jokes in it or anything, but I have wanted to do this series for a really long time, and I'm finally going to get to do it. So, and I have the intro to the first episode done, and I'm going to be rocking on that pretty soon here. So,
Paul Adu donated $2. Thank you. Thoughts on Moon Knight?
Cool concept, not the best execution, usually. A little bit complicated as characters go. Hold on, I can hear the lizard men are flipping the fuck out. Alright.
Testicular Tactics donated $2. Thank you. How do you guys avoid copyright strikes with music?
Don't use too much of the song.
We only use like 10 seconds.
You know, one of the things that pissed me off when YouTube started with the audio content ID bullshit was, I came from broadcasting. I did a little radio. I interned and so forth. And, I know what you can legally get away with playing. As long as you play less than 20 seconds, I believe, of a copyrighted song, it's not copyright infringement. So that's what we do. And sure enough, the algorithm, probably because it's not legal to use Content ID and for them to monetize 20 seconds of their song, if you use less than 20 seconds, just a nice little YouTube hack there, guys. Use less than 20 seconds of a song, you're fine. And similarly, if you chop it up a little bit and whatever, we also do that. How the fuck am I gonna get? I need to get under this archway.
Evan Rose donated $5.
Yes.
With all the shit that has happened this year, how do you suppose we save the country and keep the damn leftists from destroying the world?
Thank you, Archie Bunker.
Damn me heads.
I think we're actually moving on the right track. Thus, we're doing the only things we can. Because I said prior to the election... Oh, fuck. I think he's stuck on the archway. It is a pre-alpha, guys.
You also have a sword.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Oh crap! I brought up the. I didn't mean to bring up the console command there. All right. Someone's freaking out.
So how do we save the world again?
I think we're mostly, like I said, I think we're doing what we can in this moment. I said in the previous election, we kind of had a choice because it's gotten so stratified. We can either solve it through ballots or we can solve it through bullets. Unfortunately, those are your choices.
And we can win both.
Well, thankfully, we decided on ballots. And I honestly, if Hillary had won, I think it would have been worse than some people realize. Whoa.
She would have done whatever.
I'm not advocating for armed overthrow. I'm just saying it almost would have been an eventuality to at least have to deal with it. No. Wow, I have not done any combat. Oh, I got him!
Lucifer donated $10. Oop.
Got speed. He looks like Leon Powalski. Whoa! Andros has ordered us to take you down. Not that spaz Leon from Star Fox Assault. Uh-oh. Oh, I think I'm dead. Oh, I am done. Well, they did say, expect to be fucking murdered.
Anyway, he donated $10. He says, Google takes 30%. Enjoy your $7. Battlemage 15.
Well, I don't know how that works because I am on a network.
That's true.
We're partnered outside of just Google.
Battlemage 15 donated $5. YouTube takes 30%, so enjoy your $3.50.
All right, well...
Experiment with different abilities. Discover fresh solutions.
Wall run.
Yeah, we're gonna go... You guys chose wall run, so we're not gonna fuck you twice.
I love Feta Flan. Donated $5. Fuck, marry, kill. Dennis Miller, George Carlin, Bill Hicks.
Fuck Bill Hicks, marry Dennis Miller, and kill George Carlin. Sorry, he got shitty towards the end, guys. I'm sorry. I love Carlin, but he really did. His last couple comedy specials were some ass. Let's go wall jump.
I'm trying hard here. Artemisian?
Artemisian?
Skilled
I
shrines
guess.
exist in pockets, ribbons in time.
He's got more to say.
Intersections of aether.
Huh. More Stephen Russell voice acting is always good.
He donated $10. Thank you. Very generous. If I might rewind time back to the FNV Live Arcade. Fallout New Vegas?
Yeah.
You mentioned liking and hating some of the DLCs. Which ones did you like and hate?
Oh god, it's been forever since I played them. Was it Lonesome Road that I liked? Man, it's been forever. I'm sorry. I'm failing hard on this. I literally have not played those since they first came out.
Oh my god.
I love this. I love it. Hold on. Let me see if I
Go
can
home,
jump
you're
on it.
drunk.
Let me see if I can jump on it. Go home, physics. You're drunk.
Yeah, it's the physics fault.
Oh! Did I get on it?
And which one did you absolutely hate?
Yeah, like I said, I can't remember. I would have to look at them again to remember.
Sonic R1 donated $5. Thank you very much. I know you love great comic art, so have you ever read Lackadaisy?
No, I have not. Favorite current comic artist?
Events here escalate quickly. Be creative, adaptable.
In Underworld, much like Detroit, the deeper you go, the darker it gets.
Josh donated another $5 in Monopoly money. He says, extra Monopoly money for Terrence actually pronouncing my last name right. Also, we demand an Arpaio rant. Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, it's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming, folks. It's definitely coming. I want to take a different way. How can I... Oh, he's not pleased. Oh, he's not pleased at all. He's not pleased.
One of my favorite usernames ever, Kurt Cobain's microphone, donated $2. In Gorgorath's Quantos better is Gorgorath's Quantos better than Under the Sign?
I'm not a big Under the Sign fan. I think there's maybe better songs on Under the Sign. But Quantos is fucking killer. Quantos possunt ad satanitatem trahunt. What a ridiculous album name.
Testicular Tactics donated another $2. Thank you, sir. Here's $2. Bust a freestyle.
Bust a freestyle for $2.
This ain't a street corner.
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah. I mean, if all you're getting for $2 is me doing Sir Mix-a-Lot's I Like Big Butts and I Cannot Lie. That's all you're getting. Or the Thong Song. That's all you're getting.
Right,
Whoa!
Right,
Oh my god, can I actually do this? Or I could take a fucking arrow to the jugular. That's also an option.
Right, Brent donated another $2. Thoughts on the band Joy Division?
A bunch of crap. I'm sorry, no, let me amend that. A bunch of festering crap. Let's see here. How do I do this? I'm gonna make a fucking bridge out of boxes here, folks. I want to make a fucking bridge out of boxes.
Okay, take your time.
What?
Robbery. Nightwish fan donated another $10. Thank you, sir. Very generous.
Oh, no.
What are you doing?
Hold on. Let me rip that glue ball off.
Uh-huh.
You fuck.
Thoughts on Alien Covenant, a.k.a. the Xenomorph is the creation of a robot with a god complex and daddy issues.
Well, thanks for spoiling that. I haven't seen it.
Well, how do you know he's telling the truth?
That's true. Well, it's the internet. I don't know.
It's always right.
Anything written on the internet is always true. Didn't you know? What? Oh, glue balls have a time limit. Motherfucker.
They do?
I guess so. It's a kind of magic. No! I am really bad at crate throwing.
How do you physics?
Do you physics?
Just go get a burning box and burn the fucking door down. I want to see that.
Can I? You know, I might be able to. Hold on, I think I have a flaming arrow. Flint? Damn it.
Can you hold it up to the candle?
That's what I was thinking.
Draw it and crouch down.
Yeah, not so much.
No. Oh my god. Giovanni Kianan.
Let me up here.
Kananan. Donated €5. I'm guessing.
Godspeed.
Thoughts on Kingdom Come Deliverance? I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm very excited for it. Looks pretty cool. The only thing I'm worried about is it started out looking more open. Now it looks very narrative driven. Very, very, very.
Well, I'm sure
it's turning more and more into medieval Witcher 3 a little bit.
It'll be open. I mean, I saw the map in the demo. It looked very open.
It looked very narrative driven to me. Which, combined with the kind of subpar facial animations, is maybe not the best combination. Let's actually experiment with this flint arrow. Let's see if, like, an actual fire, like, there we go, like a torch, what it'll do. Jacked with a side of fuck all.
Just pick up a damn box. No.
Nah. Nothing. Robbery. Okay, I'll just drop down there and I'll try not to fail at stealth.
Testicular Tactics donates $2. He says, do an impression of each other.
Terengell's not an impressionist, and he's also impossible to impersonate.
Why is that?
You just are. You're very not distinctive. How do I say that?
I'm boring as fuck. I get it. Okay.
You're boring as very fuck. Yes, that's exactly what I meant.
I can't do an impression of RazörFist. I can't get my head that far up my...
yeah. Steal my joke to make fun of me. I getcha.
Well, yeah. I mean, I gotta imitate... Whatever. Imitation is the highest form of flattery.
Right.
Corey Bristol donates $2. Thank you very much. What are your top 3 spaghetti westerns?
Number 1 is The Great Silence. Number 2 is For a Few Dollars More. Number 3, probably the original Django.
Well, I don't know about 2 and 3, but I know number 1 for me is Once Upon a Time in the West.
Yeah. I just think that movie has pacing issues like a motherfucker. It is pretty fucking slow.
Yeah, but Bronson makes up for it.
He does. It does make up for its pacing issues by just unbridled Bronsonness. How do you... Hold on. There we go. I can put the damn thing away. I knew I could. I wonder if I...
Eyes for Elbow Smash donated $2.
Someone is not pleased that I exist.
Donated $2 in Monopoly money. Did you get wall running and jumping? Parkour, man.
I just did a little bit. I just did, but how do I get up now?
Mr. Monkey Lint says, oh shit. Keep losing it. He says, parkour, the French sport of running away. Rye Brent donates another $2.
Oh, they're shooting arrows at my ass.
Top 5 neo-noir films.
Neo-noir.
I'd have to put Renaissance on that list. The artsy one with Daniel Craig.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. That's like a future noir, though. Well, you'd have to put Blade Runner on there at number 1. You'd have to put... I'd put Mulholland Falls, L.A. Confidential, Zodiac, and... Zodiac and... God, what could you even... Could you consider Sin City a neo-noir? I guess I could.
I guess, yeah.
It's kind of a parody of it, though. Kind of a noir satire. I do like the first Sin City a lot. That's a kind of movie that's not going to get made again. Not least of which because The Spirit happened.
Andrija Jovanovic donates $2 Australian.
Can I not get up here? Whoa!
I recommend Streamlabs for donations. Fuck Google. A lot of Twitch users, streamers use that.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Like I said, we've never really fucked around with it.
Yeah,
too
honestly,
much.
this is really new to us. I mean, we don't even stream that often, so. Nightwish fan donated $5. Thank you again, sir. Any chance on a Western Cinema Month? Ooh.
I've thought about it. What's more likely is like a themed actor month. You know, like a Shokoski month or a Jackie Chan month or something like that. And probably we'd cover Westerns while we did that. Would you get out of my ass, Mr. Lizard Man? Why don't you go duel Cervantes, shithead? You little fuck.
The Spaz from Rain Man donated $2 in Australian.
Who's Lizard Man a clone of in fucking Soul Calibur?
I can't fucking
His
remember.
moveset is it like a clone of... Isn't it the chick? The one little chick with the short skirt?
Which one?
I know. Well, that doesn't exactly narrow it down in Soul Calibur. What is her fucking name? God. I haven't played Soul Calibur in years because that's the last time a good one was released. So...
But Spaz from Rain Man asks, what's your opinion on Battlezone 98 Redux?
I have no idea what he's referring to.
I think it was the PS4 re-release of Battlezone, the tank game. I think.
I'm not a tank game guy.
Rybrent donated another $2.
No World of Tanks for me.
He asks, thoughts on John Ford and Howard Hawks westerns?
John Ford's westerns I don't give a shit about. Their noir is good, though. I really like Howard Hawks' noir. You know, that's the thing. Like, those directors... Westerns have stayed pretty heavily in rotation on, like, Turner Classic Movies and stuff. Turner Classic Movies has only recently started playing noir again. They started doing Noir Alley Saturdays and shit. So, like, those directors, even though they're way better at noir than westerns, they're sort of celebrated for westerns, but not for their classic noir films. What is...
Retro Shred
Oh,
donated...
he's got a lantern! You dirty fuckers.
Retro Shred donated $2. Game series that needs a classic black metal OST.
Skyrim I remember playing Morrowind, the Blood Moon expansion, on Solstheim, and fucking blasting Darkthrone Transylvanian Hunger and whatever, and goddamn did it fit. It's ridiculous how well it fits. But, like, probably like a dungeon crawler, like a game like this.
Let's see. Highbrow Comedy donates $5 Canadian.
I guess we don't have a mantling system yet in this game. Oh, I'm back where I started.
Give these purple pesos to Taryn. I could only imagine how much work he puts into editing he does.
Yeah.
Sir, you have no fucking idea. My brain's about to explode.
Only one more video. Just one left.
Jace Schildberg donates $5. Razor, I'm coming down to Arizona on a sidecar motorcycle. Any particular places I should stop in the area? Also, hello from the Middle East. Looks like he's serving in the Middle East right now.
Oh, wow. Well, first off, thank you for your service, I suppose. If that's the case.
Oh, I'm looking at his picture.
Into the abyss, the greater the danger.
What's up? Oh, fuck yeah. But as far as places to go, first off, hit up a shooting range, like if you're in town. Jesus Christ, how could you not avail yourself of our awesome gun laws, or lack thereof? Hit up a shooting range, hit up Shooter's World, hit up whatever. There's also a number of cool paintball places, too. There's lots of, like, laser tag, there's lots of... Hit up Castles and Coasters. They have a bitchin' 2-story arcade that has classic games up top, like classic arcade cabinets, then the new ones down on the bottom, and then they have this ring of just classic pinball. And that, you have to see the Castles and Coasters arcade at least once in your life. It's one of the coolest arcades I've ever been to in my life, and it's right here in Phoenix. So yeah, those would be my recommendations.
Anthony Fontano donates $5. Do you like any new black metal bands? I recommend the band Absu.
Well, Absu's not very new. They've been around since the 90s. Prescriptor is old. He's old as the internets. I think I tape traded with him once. Yes, I like many new bands. I would consider Inquisition a slightly newer band. Even though, yeah, they kind of started out right in the late 90s.
Sophitia, by the way.
Sophitia, thank you.
Or maybe Cassandra.
Yeah, that too. They cloned that character 3 times.
Rawrnix donates $5.
Oh my goodness, get the fuck over here.
In koala money. Greetings from the wasteland. Can you please explain Charlottesville for an Australian who has no idea what the fuck happened? Apparently Nazis are coming. Do you want to cover this, or should I?
Well, it's a fun little situation. Apparently, it turns out, it just came out yesterday, that the guy who organized the whole thing, Jason Kessler? Jason Kessler, the guy who organized the whole shebang, actually had ties to not only the Hillary Clinton campaign, but he was formerly employed by CNN. And he just randomly, after Trump was elected, suddenly on Twitter started publicly proclaiming himself conservative, and then reached out to a number of people in the so-called alt-right, and then suddenly was just thrust into this leadership position, and then he winds up organizing the Charlottesville thing, and wouldn't you know it, it goes sideways. Here's what makes that even more suspicious to me. Prior to the Charlottesville riot, or whatever you want to call it, the ACLU defended his ability to have a permit at the, to actually protest there. Then afterward, after the riot went down, the ACLU now is lobbying for the statues to be removed. So they're playing both sides and pretending that they're standing on principle. ACLU, I heard Sargon in a recent stream say the ACLU is an ideological organization, but they're also very principled. Sorry, Sargon, but fucking bullshit, dude. They're not. They're politically motivated. They always fucking were. Fuck, they were the plaintiff in the Arpaio case. And if they're so into civil liberties, then why did they refuse Arpaio the ability to be tried by a fucking jury of his peers?
Well, before the whole thing came out that what's-his-name was on CNN's payroll, allegedly.
He did. His name is on articles.
Well, I'm just saying, basically what happened was you had Unite the Right, a bunch of conservatives, you could call them alt-right. They were just there to do a rally or whatever. It was peaceful until Antifa and Black Lives Matter showed up.
That is absolutely true as well.
It was peaceful. You cannot deny that. It was peaceful until they showed up with baseball bats, piss bombs, and mace, and bricks. And they started...
Oh, don't forget improvised flamethrowers.
Oh, God.
Yeah, the guys were there with, bottles of hairspray and lighters.
But then the mayor decided to shut down the Unite the Right rally by issuing a state of emergency, which was immediately rescinded the moment Unite the Right split apart and they went their separate ways, leaving Antifa and Black Lives Matter to just riot and do whatever the fuck they wanted.
Yeah, not only that...
He ordered a stand down so that they could riot.
Yeah, the police stood down, and to make matters worse, the protesters, the Unite the Right protesters, they're marching, and they have a permit, again. The cops stand down, but then they randomly step in and move the Unite the Right protesters, actually direct them down a street where Antifa is known to be. So they literally led them into the people who are counter-protesting them. Which is also suspicious. Charlottesville, by the way, it's in Virginia. Blue state.
Yeah.
Very blue state.
I'm just.
You notice this did not happen in Phoenix.
I'm gonna go ahead and make the bold proclamation that their mayor helped kill a person, because they wanted that to happen.
Whoa.
There's just no denying it at this point.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Nightwish fan donated another $5. Thank you, sir. Been wanting to get into heavy metal magazine.
God damn it, Boromir lizard over here.
Is there any?
Oh! He fell down.
Is there any way to get the older issues? Oh yeah, if you go to the heavy metal website, I'm sure.
They sell back issues actually.
Mm-hmm.
They sell back issues, and you can find them at your local comic shop, usually pretty cheap.
Stars Over Stalingrad donates 5,000. I forget what this currency is. What? Is it Korean or is that Chinese?
Oh God, I don't know what the hell that is.
It's $5, but it's not yen. RazörFist presents Rebuary, Reb Brown Month, aka continuing Spoonie's gimmick for a month. Well, I mean, Spoonie's pretty much covered everything.
Spoonie is done with Rebuary. He's never going to do that again, I guess. He is retired Rebuary.
The Real 10 Man donates another $5 Aussie. With all this talk of noir, thoughts on noir chocolate?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Dark chocolate? I like dark chocolate.
Yeah, I like it too. Is that what he was referring to?
I guess. I don't know. That was a regular arrow.
Oh, that was a freaking stun arrow. That's what that was. Thank you. I am retarded.
Testicular Tactics donates another $2. Thank you. Is Terran capable of facial hair? His voice says no.
He's sitting here with a full beard, so he has a Riker beard going on.
Juani Kananan donates another €5. Will you stream Daggerfall again someday?
I'd love to. Yeah, I've been meaning to actually for a while.
I really enjoy it when you discuss the Elder Scrolls. Also, sorry for making you pronounce my name, Terran. I'm trying here, guys. I'm trying my best. I'm not very worldly.
All right, as we progress deeper in the game here.
Corey Bristol donates another $2. $2 more just because I love you guys. Oh, thank you. The Spaz from Rain Man donates another $5 Aussie. Did you see? What are your thoughts on the ACLU tweet?
What the hell?
With the photo of the blonde white kid that the leftists lost their shit over. Oh, this is classic.
Oh, God.
Now it's Dark Souls.
Oh, God. Oh, God. It's Ultima, technically. Dark Souls is inspired by Ultima Underworld, is the thing.
What were your thoughts on the tweet of the kid?
I have not actually... I've seen people allude to this. I'm not actually familiar with the story itself.
It's just the ACLU said, this is the America we want. And it's just a little white kid holding an American flag. And, of course, leftists lost their shit. Oh, you're white supremacist. Yeah, whatever.
The ACLU tweeted this out?
Yeah.
The ACLU are leftists. I'm confused. Someone would have to catch me up on this situation in general before I could opine properly. I'm sorry.
Let's see. Carlos Pena donates $2. Hey, Razor. How does ACLU count to 10? 1, 3, 4, etc.
What?
How do they count to 10?
You 1349? What are you? What the fuck? I'm not sure. If that was a joke, I didn't get it.
How does the ACLU count to 10? 1, 3, 4. They skipped 2?
Skipped over the Second Amendment.
Oh!
Well played, sir. Well played. Took me a moment.
Some guy with opinion donated $2. Thoughts on the band
Impressive.
Lordy?
Which skills inspire you? Will you be a warrior who springs from the shadows? A rogue launching enchanted arrows? The options are endless. The choice is yours.
Just for good measure.
What will you become?
God damn it. Oh, and you can move the bodies. You can move the bodies. How about that? I'm gonna chuck him down here. There, lizard nard. Fucking asshole.
So what are your thoughts on the band Lordy?
Lordy, kind of generic, Rob Zombie-ish. You know. They did a song with Udo, though, and it was pretty good. It was actually pretty good. And I think they covered, was it Midnight Mover by Accept? If I remember correctly? Lordy's taste in metal is better than their music. They're the Lady Gaga of Finland. And as we progress here, hopefully we don't encounter any sexy ladies, because, according to James Cameron, that would be wrong. Did you see that shit?
No.
Wonder Woman is sexist because she's pretty. That's what... James Cameron claims that Wonder Woman sets women back.
Nam Nguyen donates...
Which really brings into focus the whole Celine Dion Titanic thing, doesn't it? Guess it's not technically misogyny if you just hire a man. But, you know... All the other filmmakers are like, get me Hans Zimmer! Get me John Williams! James Cameron's like, fuck it, get me Seabiscuit.
Nam Nguyen donates $5. Thoughts on Accept's Rise of Chaos and or Alice Cooper's Paranormal?
Fucking exceptional. I have not heard Alice Cooper, though. The new one. Have not heard that. But Rise of Chaos is exceptional. I don't know how they keep getting better with every fucking album. But, by Joe, they did. Yikes. Ooh. That was not cool. I wonder...
Put a box in there. I want to see what happens. You're a terrible shot.
No, I think it was just batted away. Whoa. Oh, it just knocks it over.
Okay.
I wonder if I stuck it there, though. Let's try it. Let us experiment.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Folks, I cannot wait for this game to come out. I really can't.
Deus Pole Volt donates $14.88.
Can't.
Where do you draw the line between metal and hard rock?
You know, I think metal has more of an emphasis on guitar solos and soaring vocals. Hard rock doesn't necessarily have that. We have reached the fucking brain cage. Yeah, so I think that's the primary difference. There is a sonic difference between hard rock and heavy metal. There's also more of a blues focus generally in hard rock than in heavy metal. Though blues metal certainly does exist.
Zalcion donates $10. Thank you very much. Very generous.
Oh, you fuck. I'm gonna waste your monkey ass. Some slight issues with the sound in this, and by that I mean, like, enemies sounding like they're closer than they are.
But he donates $10. Hey, Razor, hope your weekend has started off right.
It has! I'm playing a fucking awesome game. How do I release that? Well, it doesn't matter now, because I already killed him.
Kurt Cobain's microphone donates $2. Favorite Metallica album?
Probably Ride the Lightning. Maybe Master of Puppets. Yeah, you know what? I'm going with Master of Puppets.
Josh donates another $2 in Canadian. Favorite Oz book?
Ozma of Oz.
Hmm.
Hands down. That's the one where you meet TikTok. That's basically the movie, the
Return to Oz.
That's the book that it was adapted. Basically, they combined, in Return to Oz, they combined The Land of Oz, The Road to Oz, and Ozma of Oz. They combined all three of those into one movie and did it exceptionally well. How the fuck do I release this thing? Why the fuck do I want to release this thing? Look at this shit.
The Pun Slinger donates $2.
It's like something that was invented to get David Carradine off.
What are your thoughts on Ronnie James Dio? Man was a legend.
Yeah, a god. I also love how, like, people forget. People think he was just a kindly old man. I love how Ronnie James Dio didn't give the faintest inklings of a fuck when it came time to tell Ozzy Osbourne he was a talentless fucking tool. He gave interview after interview calling him the Howard Stern of heavy metal. Like, he's just shitty. He surrounds himself with talented people because he's not talented himself. I mean, he went after Ozzy because Ozzy was a dick, and Ozzy kept making these comments about Dio, how he's short. I think Ozzy came out for a tour one year, and, like, they had a midget on stage, and they kept calling him Ronnie. And so they just kept, him and Sharon kept taking shots at Dio. So Dio was like, fuck this guy. And he would, there's a, what is that fucking video? I think it's a 1981 or 82 interview with Ronnie James Dio. Look it up. Where he addresses Ozzy Osbourne, and he flambés the fucker. He roasts Ozzy Osbourne. It is glorious. How do I?
The Spaz from Rain Man donates another $5.
Thanks,
you.
dude.
Hypothetical question. You have a one-time use time machine you can use to kill either Hitler, Marx, or the Prophet Muhammad. Who do you kill?
Ooh. You know, honestly, Marx was less a problem than Lenin was. Yeah. Because Lenin was the guy who decided to put it into action and fucked it up. And admitted on his deathbed that he fucked it up, by the way. So I'd probably... But I'd still probably go with Marx. Because, just because he was a hapless moron doesn't mean he was good for the world.
Shroud Misery donated $2. Best Bathory album besides The Return?
The Return. No, the first one. The first one. How How do I get this fucker out of here? Is there a switch?
Nightwish fan donates $2. Thank you very much. Thoughts on the ESPN Asian Robert Lee story?
Maybe... Hold on a second. Oh, God. The hilarious part is somebody fucking tweeted this out, and they were so fucking right. That, shit. I'm out of arrows. I was gonna shoot that chain. Pardon me. I was gonna shoot that chain. Are there any arrows laying around that I can use? Shit.
Look around the outside.
I mean, there's stun arrows here. Let's see here. Oh! You have a lever. Yeah, but there's no enemies around, so... Wonder what'll happen if I walk under it. Nothing. He's a friendly space jellyfish. Alright, let's look around. So I'm pretty sure this is not the end.
The Spaz from Rain Man donates $2 Aussie, and he ups the stakes. Marx, Hitler, Muhammad. Fuck, marry, kill.
Well, I think Muhammad probably had more experience, so he'd be a better fuck. Especially depending on my age.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm 10, sure, he'd be a regular goddamn... He'd be a kiddie school Casanova.
Oh my god.
Whoa. There we go. Yeah, so probably fuck Muhammad. Marry... I'm not marrying Hitler, because then I'd have to blow my fucking brains out and eat cyanide. So... we'll have to kill Hitler and, marry Marx with his... He looks... He looks like a gentle lover. Alright, are we at the end?
Did you actually make it?
I guess? I can't tell. I mean, like I said, these demos are not really narrative demos. They're just tech demos, basically. They're spotlighting one particular aspect of play. Whoa. Whoa.
Sonic R1 donated $5.
Reminds me of the fucking lawnmower blade, the guy shooting the lawnmower filled with explosive. Have you seen that?
No.
The guy has like an assault rifle. The dude has an assault rifle, and he's approaching this lawnmower that's filled with forget what it's called. Somethingite. It starts with a T.
Thermite?
No. Tannerite? Anyways, it's this popular powdered explosive, and basically you just put it in something, and it's really cheap. And it's really popular YouTube genre. You can see it all over YouTube. People shooting refrigerators filled with it, and toasters and stuff. And this guy decided to fill a lawnmower with it. Tannerite, thank you. And he's approaching this thing, and he's shooting it, and he's trying to be all tactical. He's got his bulletproof vest on, and he's got his assault rifle and his... You know, his tactical goggles, and he's going, and suddenly it blows up, and the blade flies out and slices both his legs off.
Oh my god.
and he immediately said, I blew my damn leg off! I blew my leg off! Ah! I could rewatch that video 20 fucking times. It would never get old. Blew my leg off! Oh. Well, what the fuck? Do I have to kill this thing?
No. Get to the damn sapling.
Okay, but I don't know where the fuck it is.
Go up.
It's in the other room, so...
Sonic R1 donated $5. This game looks like Todd Howard's lies were actually visions of the future.
I know. It really does. Well, that's the thing. Elder Scrolls is inspired by Underworld. In fact, if you play Ultima Underworld, they stole everything right down to the fucking cursor. Like, they swiped everything. We'll call it a homage.
The Real 10 Man donated another $5. Thank you very much.
Stack these.
Other than Iron Man,
Hey!
Paranoid, and War Pigs, are there other good songs that I, quote, just don't get because from my brain Black Sabbath sucks?
Black Sabbath doesn't suck. I mean, look, if you're not gonna get an argument from me about Ozzy-era Sabbath sucking, I'm not a big fan of the Ozzy stuff. What is this? A glitch, I think. The Ozzy-era Sabbath stuff I can take or leave. But there's great stuff with Glenn Hughes and Tony Martin, and especially Tony Martin. And Dio, of course. The Tony Martin stuff you need to listen to is Headless Cross and the Eternal Idol? Yeah. And the Eternal Idol. Listen to those and then tell me Sabbath sucks. Because that is some good shit. Headless Cross, one of the best 80s metal albums.
The Spaz from Rain Man donates
Is it
another
over
two.
here? Oh, it's over here! I'm a fucking retard. I passed it. Okay.
Donates
I'll
another
stick
$2.
I'll stick a glue ball to the sapling.
Also, congrats on the 10K subs. Thank you.
Yes!
Forceful.
Aggressive.
Enigmatic unknown. I think that's my new tagline. Jesus Christ. That was awesome. Well, let's take some more questions.
Nightwish fan donated $2.
Stygian abyss.
Okay.
Nightwish fan donated another $2. What was the tweet about the Robert Lee story?
the Robert Lee... Basically, Robert E. Lee was a bad man, even though he wasn't a big slavery guy, and he actually wound up... It's rather important. A lot of the Robert E. Lee statues that were erected after the Civil War... So he was a general in the Civil War on the side of the South. Yeah. However, he was also courted by the North. The Union liked him and wanted him to be their general because he was arguably the greatest general in America, even though he lost the Civil War. He made do with considerably less resources and a much shittier infrastructure than the North had.
Yeah, it was basically you had the reason the South lasted as long as it did was because of him. He was working with almost nothing and going up against the very well-funded Union forces.
He was a stud, and he was originally going to work for the Union, but he disagreed with... It wasn't the slavery thing, it was that he believed the rights of the southern states, of which he was a part, had been infringed. So out of principle, he signed up with the South, even though he would make less money and he'd very likely lose. So, anyways, Robert E. Lee, the statues went up largely because he was actually a figure in Reconstruction. One of the crucial moments of the Reconstruction era, which was just as crucial as the Civil War, because if the other side refuses to admit defeat, you're just going to wind up going back to the anvil again, and the country would fall apart. There was, for example, a famous moment where he went to a church and he knelt beside an African person. He knelt beside them to pray. And it was a huge story and blown up in all the newspapers. And it was like the formative moment of reconciliation during the Reconstruction era. And it's really the reason the country was able to come back together. So Robert E. Lee, a lot of those statues exist because he actually reached across the aisle at the end.
Yeah.
And helped bring the country back together. Because President Grant was not doing a great job of it. He actually botched Reconstruction. He was pretty shitty. And we had just had a president in before President Grant who was extremely controversial and wound up retiring in disgrace. So, you know, a lot of shit had gone on. So Robert E. Lee, he was kind of idolized for that reason as much as being a general in the Civil War on the side of the South. All right.
And Testicular Tactics donated $2. Would you have voted for Ross Perot?
No. Absolutely not. Only because he didn't have a chance to. Here's the thing people forget. Ross Perot pulled out of the race and then came back.
Yeah.
That's... Honestly, if he had not done that, he might have had a better chance of winning. He might actually have won.
Yeah.
He killed his own momentum. He was polling ahead of both Bush and Clinton for a while. And it was really that last-minute decision to pull out of the race and then come back at the 11th hour that fucked not only him, but President Bush, and thereby the country. So Clinton wound up being the first president since... or was he the first president ever? I think it happened once before, who won without a majority of the vote. So, because of a split Republican ticket.
And let's see, the Spaz from Rain Man donated another $2. Thank you very much.
Thank you, dude.
Thoughts on the Winter Olympics allowing trannies?
Who gives a shit? I don't really give a fuck. I mean, I guess it gives them an unfair advantage if they're originally a man, because, you know, just physiologically they're going to be built differently. But I don't really give a shit, personally.
Yeah. At this point, they're fucking themselves. It's
it doesn't matter. It's really just a matter of, does NBC still have the rights to the Olympics?
I don't know.
If it is, it's because I believe they're owned by Warner now? Or Time Warner or something? Anyways, their parent company is very left-wing. They used to be owned by General Electric. They're owned by somebody else who's arguably even more liberal now. So it's really just a matter of grandstanding.
And Deus Pole Volt donates $12. Do you listen to anything other than metal?
Well, I did an entire mythos on Michael Jackson. Does that answer your question?
There you go. Shroud Misery donated $2. Thoughts on the band Carnivore, 80s thrash?
Well, they were more like grindcore, weren't they? I was never a big Peter Steele guy. I know he has his fans or whatever, but I was never a big Peter Steele, typo negative Carnivore guy.
Right, and that's all the donations.
Bitchin'! Folks, I want to thank you for joining us here on this very special stream of the pre-alpha.
Somebody got in at the last minute.
Underworld Ascendant. Oh goodness. The Real 10 donates $2. Is that Australian?
Yeah.
I blew my leg off! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! What a perfect way to end the stream. Godspeed, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me.